Hi, I'm Sean, and welcome to a brand new series on the channel. This is No Man's Sky. So, I do have a little history with this game. I have played it when it first came out, and I played it in 2019 or 18, whichever one the update called Next was. That was the last time I played it. I have a good amount of hours on it, not a lot, but I have played quite a bit. Now, I didn't really do much. I got to a certain point. I never left the first galaxy that I was in, or the system, whatever it is, the solar system I was in. I never left that. So I haven't experienced that yet. And that's as far as I got, really. I explored so much. I walked across one of the planets even just to see if there's anything new, because I didn't want to look anything up about the game. So I recently wanted to play this game again because it received a big update called Voyagers that lets you customize your own ship and even walk through it. So, yeah, let's begin. Now, it lets us pick our... Oh, there's an expedition going on. We'll be doing this some... Warning, Community Edition expeditions do not include a tutorial and are not recommended as your first experience. Crap. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We'll do that some other time. We got 6 weeks remaining. These are limited, and that kind of sucks. I don't know if there's a way to do the old ones, so we're missing out on some content, but, you know, it's whatever. Now, we have normal mode, easy mode, hard mode, and creative. And then we have custom that lets us pick our own settings, which is pretty cool. But we're going to go with normal mode. Now, I remember the game starts you off on a hazardous planet. At least, I think so. I don't think that's changed. I never got a good planet in the start of it. The hazards are too hot, too cold, too poisonous, or toxic, not poison, toxic, or too irradiated. I don't think there's any other ones unless that's changed. My memory's not that great with the game, but I do remember the beginning of it because I did it so god dang much. And then I found out I could just skip the tutorial, so that was fun. It looks like we're on a kind of toxic planet, but it's really hot. So the heat's going to take priority, I believe. And we'll have to deal with the heat, not anything else. So, that's not that big of a deal. Hazardous stuff isn't really that tough to deal with early on. I don't know if it gets harder. I'm not sure. Our planet we're on is called Vapuscore T44, which I believe you can rename if you're the first to discover it. I believe that's hazardous flora right there. That stuff will hurt you, but it's a good source of like oxygen and stuff. There's our mining laser. Alright. The weather is overly warm. Sentinels are unwavering. Flora is frequent, and fauna is moderate. Alright, so first of all, you can mine stuff with the mouse button. These are hazardous flora. They will harm you if you get near, like I said. But you get oxygen from destroying them, so let's go ahead and destroy them. Perform a scan with the C button to find sodium. Scanner critically damaged. Get ferrite dust. So ferrite dust, if I remember correctly, is gotten from all these rocks right here. Now this one would probably give me the most ferrite dust. Yeah, see, it's ferrite dust, but I need an advanced mining laser for it. But these ones, and you also see that it says unidentified mineral. You get a way to scan these later, and when you scan them, you see where it says analyze on there? That means it has another material you can get, but you won't get it until you analyze the thing. But here's the ferrite dust right here. We need to locate sodium because our hazardous shields, which are on the bottom left, as you can see with the fire shield, that fire shield, when it goes down, you'll start taking damage. Your health bar is not the bar below it. That is your survivability bar pretty much. And when that goes down, you'll also take damage. You have a health on the top left of the screen that only appears when you take damage. There's one of the creatures we got here. Interesting. Alright, let's repair the scanner. And there we go. And now we press C, and it will locate sodium. Sodium is the yellow symbol. So we need to go up to the yellow symbol and gather it. There it is. Awesome. So let's look over some other stuff real quick since we have the ability to do that. This blue stuff, these blue crystals are very important. I'm pretty sure they're used for fuel and some other stuff, but you'll definitely need it for fuel. It's called dehydrogen. It's a very useful stuff, so I suggest gathering it. And then The red crystals are carbon crystals, and you'll want to gather those too. Now, you're not going to be able to gather the big one. It's going to require an advanced mining laser. This blue flower right here will give you a jetpack boost. That's about it. I've never really went out of my way to gather them because they're just... I don't feel like they're worth it. Yeah, you can mine from pretty far away, by the way. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. But let's gather these. These you open up. These scrap rusted metals are very useful for things. But let's go ahead and heal our thermal protection or hazard protection right here. You just put the sodium in, and now you got more. Now the problem is that didn't fully recover it, but I'll be honest with you. Like I said earlier, the hazardous stuff really isn't that big of a deal. You won't really have that much problem with it, so it doesn't matter if you don't have full all the time. Now, over there are some yellow crystals. Now, you might be thinking, that's probably sodium, since the flowers were sodium, right? No. Well, yeah, these are sodium crystals. However, you can't mine these ones. You need an advanced mining laser for the sodium ones for some odd reason. I don't know why. I don't know what choice that was made for them to decide that. All the other ones are available, but not sodium. And you also got a jetpack, by the way. But yeah, on your way to your ship, which is where it's telling us to go now, you want to scan stuff. And if you find some sodium, gather the sodium. Like, there's some sodium up here we can go gather because we're going to need it. Starting early on, we're definitely going to be needing all this stuff. Alright. There's some more over there, but I'm not going out of my way to get it when our target's this way. There's some O2 over here, but again, it's out of the way. This game is very beautiful. I do have it on the max settings because I wanted to, you know, I wanted to see if I could run it. I did a little test run to see if it would work out, and it worked pretty good. I don't have any hiccups with it. Now, when I first ran this game, when I first played it, it would not run well on my system. But back then, I had a I had a worse graphics card, so yeah, it didn't run that well. And then it ran well on my 6800 I had, but it didn't run on full settings. So yeah, it's amazing to be able to play this on full settings, but it's kind of blurry. I don't know if that's my monitor or not, but it feels kind of blurry in the sky. Huh. All right, well, we're here on the ship. Enough bickering. We have some oxygen-rich plants right here. You want to gather all this. I always gather them if I'm walking towards them because they're definitely worth hoarding. Scenario. Iteration number 23118766-1T. Deleted. Boundary separation failure likely. Vessel 16 emptied. Cause Sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. Analysis. Fresh iteration generated. Anomaly containment prepared. Broadcast. Broadcast received. Traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. Okay, now it wants us to get in our ship, but we can go over here and we can search this. And now I can put stuff in my ship because I'm close enough to it. Got some nanites. That's useful later on. You cannot open this because it requires an Atlas pass. I played for quite a while and never got an Atlas pass. Then again, I never left my first system, so I don't know how you get one anyways, so I just kept exploring all the planets and trying to find everything I could, and that's all I really did. Now, I like to put everything in my starship except for my carbon, my sodium, and my oxygen. This stuff I always keep on me because they're useful to be on you. So, let's get in our ship. Iteration number 239G. I'm not going to read all that. Online. Atlas connection. Intermittent. Launch thrusters. Offline. Pulse engine. Offline. I find myself alone on a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of it before. But this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least to that of my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. Read log. Log number 49258, unavailable. Substituting data. Exosuit. Connected. Suggestion, pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. By the way, whenever you're in your ship, your thermal energy will go up. Whenever you're in a cave, your thermal energy will go up. Whenever you're in a building, your not thermal, but hazardous protection shield will go up. Your life shield or whatever that is down there, this one, life support, will not go up. Oh, we have something right there. Interesting. You can click here to build some stuff. But yeah, we can put this together real quick. Life support tanks plus 10%. That's useful. All right, so we need to get a metal plating, but to do that, we need to get some more ferrite dust. Some weird looking creatures. All right, let's find some rocks. There's a bunch of small rocks right here. This will give you the ferrite dust you need. It's just small amounts, so it's a little annoying. But it works. Those will give you carbon and something else. These are beautiful trees. Kind of looks like kelp almost in a way. All right, we need to go near the ship to repair the ship. You cannot be too far from your ship. This is fine right here. There we go. That's put in. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, now we're going to want to go back into our ship. Iteration number 239G. Functional. Starship critically damaged. Vital ingredients missing. Unable to synthesize required components. Pulse engine requires hermetic seal. Recommendation. Iteration comparison reveals hermetic seal nearby. Salvage planetary chart from distress beacon cache. I don't know if I'll keep reading it in that voice, but I probably will whenever it's something like that. We'll see. I appear inside the beacon's housing as well as its distress broadcast unit. It contains a planetary chart. And then we use it from the menu. Now, this is where it teaches you about the weather system in the game. Kind of. It's pretty much the basic tutorial on the weather, because the moment you go out to find what you need to find, it's gonna pull one over you and be like, hey, well, would you look at that? The bad weather's starting. Good luck. So I suggest on your way. Ooh, cave. You don't want to fall into those. Sometimes you'll get hurt if they're too deep, so you got to watch out where you're going. Monsters can be hostile. Well, they're not monsters. They're creatures, but they can be hostile. So be careful. But yeah, it's going to give you a weather tutorial. And honestly, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy to get there. You don't really have to worry too much. I've gotten to one of these without even using sodium once. So, I mean, it's easy. Just got to be careful of certain things. Always go for sodium if it's in front of you. If not, just beeline it to the place. There's some ships. I have multiplayer mode turned off. Ooh, look, sodium right there. But yeah, I have multiplayer mode turned off, so we shouldn't be dealing with that at all. There's something over here we can grab. Here's some resource deposits. Sodium, that would be amazing, but we need the terrain manipulator. Let's go ahead and take that. Which, we can't make that yet. I don't think it's gonna... Yeah, okay. Alright, let's continue on. There's more sodium on my way. Awesome. Wait, am I going the right way? There it is. I was not going the right way. But as you can see, it's now 203 degrees and 210 and climbing. So it's really hot. So you see the arrows on the bar down there? It is now going down faster. That 3 arrows is, I'm pretty sure, the fastest it can go. And once that hits, you know, the end of the bar, you'll start taking actual damage from the weather. Oh, hey, look at this. A sweet root. That's a veggie or fruit or whatever. Or root or whatever. You can just find those. I'm pretty sure you can garden in this game. I never got into that. I didn't really do much of the base building. That was something I didn't really work on too much. Now, see what I mean? You don't even have to use the hazard protection salt to recover it because it's right here. Sometimes I believe it can be farther. I think I got lucky. But we're safe once we get in the building. You can search this. You know, it's going to give me some carbon. Not a lot of carbon, but, you know, it's decent. Check stock transfer. Oh, hey, some money. Accessing archive. 6 out of 7 logs corrupted. Entry number 49248 follows. No one making this recording in case. Leaving behind in the fabricator. Might be of some use. Visor damage. Can't find ship. Log finishes and the machine roars to life. Spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal. I need to repair my ship. Whoever it was led me here. Whoever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now. So now that that's over, the weather should start clearing up eventually. It's not going to clear up yet, but it should clear up like soonish. There's nothing in this one. Okay. Well, we got one of these out here. I'll go ahead and take this. Accessing archive. 6 out... Oh, what? Wait, what? It's the same one. Okay. Yeah, storm's clearing. Recover some... Oh, is it going to give me another hermetic seal? Oh my god, I got 2 of them. You know that's awesome. You can make these things. You can make the hermetic seals. It costs condensed carbon, which isn't that hard to get, but that's cool to get a free one. I'm always up for free stuff. Alright, now, it wants us to use the analysis visor to find our ship. So you press the F key, and it's damaged. Of course it is, right? So now you need to install it, and you need carbon nanotubes, which you can get by taking carbon, 50 of them to be exact, and making one. And there we go, the visor is fixed. So the visor is really cool because you see all this flora and the fauna, the creatures, you know, you can scan them and get points. The main thing you want to make sure you're scanning is the creatures the most. The creatures are the thing that you mainly want to scan because it's not only going to tell you what's hostile, it's going to tell you, you know, it's going to give you points. It's not going to tell you anything. It'll give you points mainly. The main point of them is points. So you want to scan all the creatures that you can find. If you see a red dot, that's where you need to go so you can see what creature it is. But you can also scan other stuff like this. Now, I'm not going to try to scan everything on this planet because it's not, I don't really care too much about it. We're not going to live on a hazardous planet. So, I will scan all the creatures. If you're curious on how many creatures are in the map, you go to Discoveries and you got 3 out of 6. And it will tell you there are 2 uncommon flying ones and a rare ground one. So the flying ones are going to be probably available during the day. And yeah, the other one's just a rare one on land, which you'll run across eventually. Just always put your scanner out and run for the dot, you know. Anyways, there's nothing that's really going to happen on the way, so I'll meet you guys back at the ship. The last animal I needed was this weird looking V-shaped forehead creature. But yeah, I haven't made it to the ship yet. I have been destroying some stuff because we're going to need some materials for things eventually. So I figured, you know, might as well gather it, right? But yeah, we're almost there. We're almost home. This is interesting. These are usually buried underground. So salvage data is pretty cool. It gave us 4 of them. That's awesome. Usually those are underground, so you won't find them like that usually. Okay. Alright, we're getting close. These guys are hostile. I might have hit one with my mining laser, I'm guessing. But we learn about, you know, life, natural life, right? I didn't mean to hit one. I hope that it wasn't me hitting one because I didn't think these guys were hostile. Passive, yeah. I didn't mean to hit one. I feel bad about that. Holy crap. But they will attack you if they see you attack their friends, I guess. So that's interesting. Here we have Visions of the Gek, which is a language stone. Alna, muse, muse, muse. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A small alien life form kneels before me. They are tired, beaten. Without meeting my gaze, they offer up their hand. Accept knowledge. The name Gek floats in my vision, an echo of a strange vision I just experienced. A word in the alien tongue is seared into my brain. You've learned the Gek word for Gek. So, the Gek is the group of aliens we have on this in this solar system or whatever, in this system. So that's interesting. Cool. More rocks? No. Okay, no rocks. We're almost there. It's just taking a couple years. God, that took forever, didn't it? Anyways, let's repair the pulse engine with one of the seals we got. And then let's go back in the ship. Oh, no, never mind. We didn't have to. Okay. So the launch thrusters are the next thing. So we can do it, repair it with the dehydrogen jelly that we found. Put it in there. And now we need to, well, we need to make a portable refiner. So first of all, let's make a metal plate. And then we press the Z key, at least on PC, to make the portable refiner. And now to power this, you're going to need carbon, which we have quite a bit of because of what I went through. So let's do that. And then we want to take this ferrite dust and make pure ferrite dust. Obviously, we're not going to have enough for that one, but I do have enough in here. Now, you can take this rusted metal and turn it into ferrite dust if you wanted to, but we can just do this. And stop. Okay. We're going to leave this on the ground. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to pick this up. You can pick that up, and you'll get your carbon back. What the hell was that sound? It's kind of creepy. Anyways, let's repair this. And then let's go into our exosuit. And again, like I said, I like to move everything into my starship to give me room. It's always worth it. I'll keep the portable refiner. But there we go. There we go. Everything is here. I'm going to put this down here. It doesn't really matter. It won't stay in that spot. It will disappear eventually into a different spot. Let's get in our ship. And now we can take off. Oh my god. What the hell? That's an NPC, by the way, I believe. I have multiplayer turned off, so I don't think I can run into actual people. I could be wrong. But let's head to space. 5 planets, 1 moon. Dominant life form, the Gek. Okay, conflict level low. Alright, wants us to test our stuff. I'm pressing W and it's not going up. There it goes. Oh, that was annoying. And there we go. You can press C to scan a planet. And it'll tell you about the planet. That's a desolate planet. Oh, we got a message. Okay, I figured that was going to show up. Com override 16161616, as you can see down there. Incoming transmission. Source number 4925B. Please identify yourself. I'm Z. You are not Z alone. Follow the Z. The broadcast ends as strangely as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. Alright, it should send you to another planet. Usually it does. That's the sun. That's not a planet. It's going to send me to the same planet, isn't it? No, it's going to send me to a different one. It's just all the way across there. That is a red planet. Do you see that? It's sending me to... No, it's sending me to a different one. Cool. What is that planet? Come on. Radioactive abomination. Alright. It looks like it. It looks like it's full of scarlet rot. Ooh, a paradise planet. You have no idea how awesome that is. I don't think the system I was in when I first played, I never found a paradise planet. I didn't even know they existed. I just knew that you could find planets that weren't like crap. Barren moon. Okay. But yeah, that paradise planet is really good. Now I'm going to do this because I like flying in first, third person or whatever. We're going to go like this. And now you want to do this because it's going to take a good amount of time to get there. As you can see, if you just do this, it's really slow. You have an hour and 17 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's real time. I could be wrong, but I don't want to find out if I'm wrong. Will you stay right there and scan the freaking planet? It's a frothing planet. I don't know what that means, but yeah, let's go to the signal. If you hold the thing on there and then pulse jump to it, it'll automatically bring it to it. Now we got to wait actual seconds instead of hours or minutes if you just use the normal speed one. You definitely don't want to you definitely don't want to do it the other way because you'll have a hard time. Now, I don't think the planet's going to actually look like that. I believe unless they changed it, but I used to go onto a planet and it wouldn't look it wouldn't look right. It wouldn't look like what it showed in space. I could be wrong. I am wrong. Okay, maybe they changed it. Because I remember there used to be a mod for it. There are mods for this game. They're not really... I don't think there's any, like, mods that add new stuff, but there's things that change things. Looks like a prairie almost. Alright, let's get over here. Ooh! Alright, that can wait a minute. I'm pretty sure if you land on one of those and take off, it does not take launch fuel. It does take your launch fuel to launch normally. But if we look right here, we have 25% launch fuel. We'll find out once we get off this area. But when we do this, this is pretty cool. This will give us some credits or something for discovering this outpost. There's some weird looking creatures. Oh, is this what I think it is? There's a sentinel here. No, it's not. Okay, I thought this was one of those guarded doors. You don't want to mess with the garden doors unless you have a weapon. You need an Atlas Pass V2. The small creature is busy adding up trade profits when I appear. Sensing me, their eyes widen in anticipation, and they rub their fingers together greedily. Gek is the only word I know on that. The life form pecks emphatically at the momentary figures on their pad. Give them 100 units. The life form is clearly thrilled. They gave me a piece of technology in exchange. Oh, we got our first upgrade. Blaze Javelin module. I don't have the Blaze Javelin, so I'll probably just sell this for now. The life form that works or worked in this installation left its equipment scanning the skies for interesting new systems and spatial phenomena. In its absence, it struck gold. A beacon has been received and a transmission sequence awaits response. 1212, 2121, 1212, 2121. I discovered a location within the distant stars. Okay. I don't know what that could be. It could be anything, I guess. But that's cool. It looks like it's a ruin. It shows a ruin symbol. I'm pretty sure that's what those mean. Ancient ruin, yeah. It's off planet though, so I'm not gonna go to it right now. That's the wrong way. Alright, so this was an okay place. You just gotta worry about sentinels, and apparently there are sentinels on this planet observant. So we gotta be careful, because if you upset the sentinels, they will attack you. And you don't want them to attack you. They're friendly. They're vigilant. How many creatures are on here? 11. Oh, wow. Alright, let's go ahead and get this. Some nanites. I guess we'll go in here. You can scan these. Cave systems usually have these pillars you can scan. And then they have stuff on the ceiling you can also scan. Oh my god. Cheerful. That thing's cheerful. This doesn't look like a... That looks like a... Looks like a Dark Souls boss. Holy crap. Oh, it fell. I like to scan a lot of stuff. I'm probably going to live on this planet because it's not harmful. As you see, the hazardous protection is not here. That means you don't have to deal with hazards here, which is just great. These are some cool trees. I'll go ahead and grab that. Oh my god. Tens plants. God, we got some peaceful creatures in this place. Can I scan these? No. Ooh, there's a language stone right next to here, too. Oh, dehydrogen jelly. You learn the Gek word for friend. Alright. Always good to keep scanning. You want to scan everything. Especially if you're going to stay on the planet. Alright, I don't want to keep getting busy with this. Let's go ahead and test this theory of mine. Is this going to use... Is it going to use anything? We have 25%. We have 25%. Okay, so I was right. It doesn't use it. Awesome. Look at this place. This place is beautiful. Alright. Let's get over to this area and see what it wants. I know what it wants. If I remember correctly, we need to find another chart or something like that. Well, how far away was this? Turn. I see where it's going to want me to go. Oh, no. Scan rocks. Scan new stuff. Also, I saw some birds over on the other side, but I think we lost our chance to scan them. Let's go ahead and grab this. Gek word for the. God, those things are so cool looking. Look at that thing. That's so interesting. I'll take that carbon. Okay. Alright. It's going to finalize. I knew it was over here. I saw the thing. That's usually what you're looking for whenever it tells you to scan something like that. Or whenever it tells you to find this part of the thing. Oh, that's all hazardous flora right there. They're toxic. The sparking wires of the machine generate a signal, tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left the message is long gone. Decoding 16. Entry number 4925C. No fuel in the failed to reach station. Hazard protection low. No choice but to underground. Deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and terrain manipulator. Awesome. Extract plans. Yeah, it's kind of good we got a planet like this because it wants us to make a base here for temporary use for the tutorial. It's not very fun when you have to worry about poison and shit. Excuse my language. Interesting. Okay. So let's go back to our ship. We got plenty of trees here for like carbon and stuff, which is really good. Alright. Now, our ship's not going to have any launch thrust, you know, anymore, as you can see. Oh, no, it has 25. That's weird. It should have used it. Oh, we landed. We haven't launched yet. So it wants us to do all this stuff. We're going to go ahead and find a place to live. Now, I want to live near water. And this is water, but I want to live near the ocean. So a good way to do that is fly up high. I don't even know if there's any oceans around here. That's the problem, though. But, yeah, what we can do is we can do this. And we can go... like this. And there's some ocean. Maybe? Question mark? I don't know. It looks like it, kind of. Also, when you're flying and stuff on the planet, if you're closer to the planet, I don't know how close you have to be, but if you press C, it will show you where, if you press C, it'll scan for some buildings and stuff, and you can find, like, different buildings. Now, I'm not going to land right now because I don't have the, I'm pretty sure I'm out of thrust juice. Yeah. Oh! I will land for this. And no, there was no ocean here. I will not give up. I will find the ocean. This is an interesting find. What the hell is this? There's language stones all around here. The Gek word for I. Oh, there's some birds. Cool. Let's go ahead and learn all these words. The Gek word for you. Okay, I've already seen those creatures. Okay, so what is this? The Dryulu fragment. A small winged creature lands on the very top of the monolith. Suddenly, its eyes glow red, and its head reveals in full circle. It screams for mercy in an ancient voice that wants itself dead. The poor animal has clearly broken its neck, but some power of possession still animates it. The Sims, the Gek, you, shoot the creature, leave the creature alone. Shoot the creature. The poor winged creature is no more. The monolith is pleased and rewards my actions. I am released from my vision. Health at maximum. Learn the Atlas word for Atlas. What the hell is an Atlas? I don't think that existed when I last played. There was only Gek, oh god. The Gek, the Vikeen or whatever. And that's a hazardous floor. Okay. The Gek, the Vikeen, the God, I don't know. I don't remember. But I don't think I've seen Atlas. So our launch thrusters are out, by the way. So we might as well recover that. So to make launch thruster stuff, you'll need launch fuel, which means you'll need a metal plating. So there we go. While we're doing this, let's go ahead and install this. And now we need to make 2 nanotubes. Wait, what is this? Geknip? What the hell? Alright. Interesting. We need 2 of them. As you can see. And now we can manipulate the terrain. But we're going to need to search for copper. So, copper can be found by finding these symbols. I like how it's giving me some decent ones. We'll go after the longest one. Mainly because I want to see if I can find water. Yeah, I didn't think water was going to be over here, but we found copper, so. These milestone things are going to pop up at the worst inconvenient times, always, so get used to that. Have I scanned everything here? Yeah, I think I have. Okay. What the hell? Oh, it's just a rock. Okay, ferrite dust and chromatic metal. Copper, you use copper to make chromatic metal, by the way, so that's an interesting thing to find over here. How many more creatures am I missing? There's 11 creatures total. Uncommon flying, underwater, 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 and underwater. Interesting. Okay. So let's go ahead and gather the copper. You just hit it with the terrain manipulator tool. It blends in really well with the ground, so I don't know if I'm going to be missing any, or if I'm going to be hitting dirt. But you'll find out once you stop getting copper. Don't do this next to sentinels, I believe. They will attack you. I believe, at least. But there's all the copper from that node. And now we need to find a place that we want to call home. So let's get back in our ship. And let's look around for big bodies of water. On the way, you can press C. And you can look for some, you know, buildings or something if you really want to. But, yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm getting lucky on that regard. Alright, I'm going to look around for a bit, and I'll find a perfect spot to call home, and I'll see you guys when that happens. Alright, I think we're going to call this home right here. We'll go ahead and park on top of this rock. Alright, there's the ocean. Now, the cool thing about the ocean is you can actually go in there and swim underwater. There's some stuff right here. By the way, smaller rocks can be different sometimes on what you're scanning. So, always look out for that. There is a crystal sulfide down there. You'll know if you're missing something when you walk near it and it says unidentified material. I didn't mean to do that. I had the wrong gun out. My bad. I deleted that thing from existence. All right, so underwater. Here we go. We're underwater. Abyssal horror. Do not, and I'll repeat this, I'm pretty sure, do not attack that. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of something different, but I'm pretty sure those things right there will hurt you. Pretty bad, too. Science. Oh, you need a gun. Okay. So it's not going to let me do it. Okay, cool. That's fine. Probably for the best. We don't want to die already. All right, let's get back up here. We're not going to build a... I'll build a base right... No, I don't want to build on the rocks. I mean, I could. There we go. We could build on the rocks. So if you need a flattened land, by the way, you can go to your manipulator mode or manipulator tool or whatever, and you press the middle mouse button, at least it is for me, to go to flatten. Stand on the flattest surface you can find. It's not doing all of it for some reason. And then just do this. Just know it is going to leave things like that. So, yeah. Say if you don't like this thing that it did, 'cause I think you can get rid of this like this, kind of. It's working a little bit. It's a little irritating. It leaves residue like that. But if you don't like what you did, you can go to this and restore. Change size. And it'll let you restore the cave. I know it's a little disorientating to watch. Why does it do it like this? It's kind of weird. Oh my God. Let's go ahead and restore this. God, that's so horrible to watch. I don't know. We'll fix it eventually. And then if you want to get rid of the floating rocks, you hit whatever is like this. Then you go back to this. Mine? Yeah, mine works on that too. You can also do this to mine if you don't want to do the flatten part. The flatten just seems like it works a lot better. As you can see. We'll deal with that some other time. We got some flat land right here. So that's all that matters. I don't remember how to get rid of this. No, not that. I don't know how to get rid of that. I'll just mark my ship and that should, yeah. Alright, so flatland for now. Let's go ahead and build the portable refiner. Let's put it right here. We're going to need our materials from our ship, so let's go ahead and do this. Eventually, I'll flatten this out. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. It's going to take a while to flatten all this out, but I'll do it on my own time. There we go. That's as close as we're going to get. All right. Put carbon in there. And then you want to put your copper in there and make chromatic metal. And yeah, that's all you want to do. Let's just make the 30 and we'll go from there. Got a little sidetracked. Alright. And now it wants you to make the base computer. I can never figure out how to tell which way this thing goes, and you'll see what I mean in a second. I'm pretty sure it needs to be where that light is. That's the best I'm going to get it. It's so annoying. I wish it would just be in front of it. Because if you put it down when you first pop up, when it pops up, it's going to be off to the side a little bit. Just like it is now, pretty much. Searching cartographic archives. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claim on this site. Sonar test confirmed site is suitable for construction. Claim site. Claim base. Ta-da. Now, this probably won't be our forever home, but we could make a thing later that lets us come back here anytime we want, so it's not that big of a deal. Floating rocks are not allowed in my base. Alright. So, now it wants us to click on the computer. Accessing log from previous user. Entry 4925D follows. Storm sweeping across, but construction supplies low. Depositing shelter plans while need to back soon. And now we can make timber walls and stuff. So, let's go ahead and do that. Because the game is going to throw another storm at you, because it's going to teach you about how shelter works. We're gonna go ahead and place 4 down.
Incoming storm. Base computer online.
And then it's gonna want you to make a door, which we need more pure ferrite for. So we need to go to here. We need to put some ferrite dust in here and make some pure ferrite. All right. And then door. And then roof. We need more. We need regular ferrite dust now. Oh, that's not gonna happen. All right. All right. To get regular ferrite dust, we can do this. There it is. And that will give us, per 1 rusted metal, we'll get 2 ferrite dust. Nope. Go right here. Go. What are you doing, game? Oh, we need more ferrite dust. There we go. You only need to build a 1x1 for this quest, I believe. There we go. This will protect us from the elements. You can also do a floral containment if you want. Make the place look nice. You can also stick it on the wall. There we go. That's beautiful, isn't it? You can also do a light. Like that. But it needs power, so it's useless to us for now. So if you don't like what you put down, you can press C in that menu. Go to this, and you can delete it and get your materials back. I don't know if you get all of them back or not, but... Alright, let's click on the computer. Accessing log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry 4925E follows. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby. Plans log. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Beginning search. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans, and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. So, new building part. So now, we're going to need magnetized ferrite. But we might as well let this thing continue. Isn't it just the most beautifulest house you've ever seen? So that's done. So now you put in here and you make magnetized ferrite. That's pure ferrite. So now you take the pure ferrite. I wish it would just give me. Why is it switching to that? I'm on this. Like, I don't want to install this. I will literally discard it if this thing doesn't stop. Like, that's stupid. Alright, I need to see what I needed, because this thing's wanting to be useless to me. Magnetized ferrite. Okay, we need 20. Okay. So, it's also teaching us how to install a geode. Wow, how nice of it. Or not install, but open a geode. I really wish it would just stick with the quest it's on instead of giving me tutorials about a bunch of other stuff when I had that thing for quite a while now. Like, stick with the tutorial I'm on. Anyways, here's the base computer. That's fine. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, it's built. So, we have some blueprint things, which are the buried technology we found. Anyways, analysis unit online. Diagnostic suggestion: users should recover salvage data. Research building technology. So the one you want to research is this one. The teleporter, the biofuel reactor to power it, and the wiring. We have one more plan left. We'll just save it. Now, you can do this to learn new stuff like this. Like stairs and all that. Stone structures, alloy structures, and then that. If you're wondering what the other one does, structures is this. It's all the same. So, I don't know why there's two options. Okay. Let's click on this. The base can be renamed. We're going to call this the Homeland. And then leave. And now it wants us to craft 4 metal platings. And there we go. And now 100 carbons, and it wants us to make 2 nanotubes. And then gather 38 out of... We need more sodium. So sodium can be gotten from plants, not these. It's all kinds of stuff. Oh, hey, some oxygen-rich plants. You can find these things that give you sodium. There's sodium deposit underwater. There's some over there. We might as well go and get one of those. Now, we should use our ship, but it can just stay here and I'll walk the distance. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know if this is where I'm going to keep the building at. I'm not 100%. But it looks nice, so.
Technology recharge.
This is not a hazardous flora. What is this? It is a hazardous flora. Usually it tells you when you get real close. Alright. Let's move on. See if we can find anything we haven't seen yet. Seems like we've seen everything so far. The only creatures we're missing are underwater, so... Oh, hey, some pulpy roots. Got a lot of carbon if we ever need it, which we will be needing it. I'd like not to chop down all the trees in my area, but, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. I was like, what the hell is that thing? Oh my god. Also, it's underwater. So that's lovely. Cool. Hopefully there's no abyssal horrors down here. I'm pretty sure even if you don't attack them, if you get too close, they will attack you. Oh, it's right here. It's a lot of sodium, by the way, so I'm going to gather all of it. I don't know if this is true. I think this was just a rumor when I played last. But if you change the shape of the mining tool to smallest, you'll get the most materials. So, if you're ever in need of a bunch of stuff. There's something over there. But I want to keep on with the main story. We'll explore more and more and more stuff later. By the way, you can tame creatures, I believe, but you need creature pellets. I don't think I can make creature pellets yet, so we'll just have to leave that thing alone for now. And I'll see you guys whenever I'm back at base, because this is going to take a while. So I rebuilt the base. I moved it because I messed up the land a lot over there. I'm surprised my computer's not exploding, considering how many freaking creatures there are in one spot. This is nuts. I mean, I'm gonna welcome it. This is awesome. But like, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and do what it wants me to do. It wants me to make a portal, which we need another metal plating now. Oh. I had to make another base computer because you can't pick up the base computer when you delete it. So, yeah. What sucks really bad about the base computer is I think you could, actually no, I think you can move it if you do this. Ah, god dang it. It's so annoying. I didn't mean to put it down. Right there is fine. God dang, why is it moves way too much while I'm trying to do this? It can't be my mouse because I don't know why it's shaky so much. There we go. Perfect. And then we can even move this thing and put it in here. Perfect. Okay. So, it wants us to make the portal. It took another metal plating? How did it take another metal plating? Oh, I didn't make one yet. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Anyways, the portal can go right here. Now, what I always found annoying is the portal, this is the front. For some reason, they decided to put the power thing right in the front. So, you're going to have wiring. You'll see. It's going to be stupid. This is turned too much. Everything has to be perfect. I don't really care now. Okay, so next it's going to want us to make the biofuel reactor, which will need another metal plating. Alright. And that is going to go right here. Alright, and now it's going to want us to connect a wire. We're going to connect a wire to this side. And that's the only way you can make it not look like there's a wire sticking out in front of it, which is really weird how they did it that way. And now select the mission. It wants us to select the mission to fuel the bioreactor now, which takes oxygen or carbon. We're going to give it some condensed carbon. And there we go. And now the portal is active. Ta-da! Cool, right? Alright. Now, let's go ahead and wait for the base computer to update. Because it will update. Just gotta wait. There it is. Accessing log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry number 4925F follows. Scanner detected unusual broadcasts repeating 16 from the space station. Warning. End of archive. Records interrupted. The base computer archives have reached their end. It seems there is nothing more I will learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left their base and headed to the space station. Yay! Space station! Alright. Let's go up into space. And it should give us it, though you can't really see it because it's blended in with the sky. But there it is, off planet. Not that far away from where our base is, but a good distance. Is that you making that noise, Valkyrie? What the hell? Oh, it's different. Okay, so the space station I'm used to didn't look like this. The one I'm used to is like a cube or something. Or maybe it was a diamond, but it wasn't like this. It didn't have like red plates all over it. It didn't have the hair buns on the sides. This is interesting. Maybe they added new looks for these things. The music's the same, though. Oh, what the hell? This is different, too. What the hell? So, I'm used to the ones having things on the side of each of the landing pads. There used to be just a thing right here and a thing up there where you'd have to go upstairs to see, and there's nothing in the middle. This has changed. Interesting. Okay. Well, first and foremost, where is the... There's the ship thing. What's this? This is the this is the construction thing for the new update. Here it is. This is the character the appearance modifier. We can choose between Anomaly, the Gek, the Vy'keen, the Korvax, or a Traveler. And I'm guessing this is Atlas? I don't know. But we can choose between some, you know, things like this, randomization ones. I'm going to look through them real quick, and I'll be right back. Or hell, why don't I just show it off? Here's the body shapes. You can just choose different body shapes. You can go to head. You have different heads that you start out with. There's all kinds of cool ones. This one's interesting. No. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I'm going to go with the one I always choose, this one. And then you can choose markings, which will give you different markings on your helmet. I'm not going to choose markings. We're going to do black and then red. And then we're going to go to torso. And we have different torsos we can choose from. No markings again. I don't want any markings. We're going to go with this one. Black and then red. Or no, red and then black. No, let's do markings. Let's do black, red, and then red. Let's go to armor. Let's go with this one. Markings, that's fine. We'll do black, red, and red. No, black's fine. Gloves. I like these ones right here. We'll go with this one. Let's go black, red or black. Let's do black. Okay. Legs. I'll go with these, and then markings. I'll go with that. So black, red, and then boots. I like these ones. We'll do markings. We'll do black, or no, red, black, red, and then backpack. You don't have you have multiple options for backpack trails for the jetpack. Then you have different backpacks. You have to unlock these. I don't know how to unlock them, but you can also do a cape. I like the backpack, so we're gonna stick with the backpack. And then banner, which I don't really care too much about right now, so we'll just choose red and black like that. And then you exit and you save, and there's your character right here. Awesome. Cool. Let's see. I think we're just supposed to talk to someone. Let's head up. Yeah, this is definitely different. This is not how it was when I last played. The far of your friend, Grek, I ain't gonna speak it. The alien squeals as I approach. They seem excited to see me, though I cannot understand their babbling tongue. Perhaps they would recognize the signal mentioned by the base computer? Ask about 16. A look of surprise crosses the life form's face, and they release a strange smelling gas. They appear to signify our conversation is over. So as far as I know, the Gek release gases depending on how they feel. Or something like that. Talk to him again. The alien looks at me expectantly. They are clearly waiting for something. Perhaps they know the one who came before me. Ask about other travelers. Startled by my question, the life form emits a dramatic squeak. Though I do not recognize their words, the shake of their head is unmistakable. And talk to again. The life form chatters away, accessing me with beady, inquisitive eyes. But when I blink, I see the same red light that stared at me in the distress beacon. Repeat 16. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logged directly to my exosuit. The crimson light fades away, and I see a life form blinking at me expectantly. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have seen it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer would be able to make something of this code. So normally, you can talk to these guys, and you can get some things like request dialogue help, but we have a Gek relic, so we can give that to them. And that will give us some standing with the Gek. We can also talk to him and request the dialogue skills. And let's learn a travel symbol. Find. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so it's going to want us to store it for later use. Upgrading your inventory at the exosuit technology merchant. When ready to leave, use the teleport. So I think it's... Oh, what the... You're not a Gek. I don't know how I got units. Hello? I approach the lost traveler. Their skin is translucent as if they were not truly there. Corrupted, encrypted. Take, please, final proof we existed. The strange being tries to hand me something, but whatever it is immaterial, shimmering in and out of existence. The life form begins to cry, despairing at their own impending disappearance. For a moment, I see another universe, a place utterly unlike anything I've ever seen. Stay with them until the end. A life and a universe are consumed in a blaze of white, and yet the life form is still here, apparent, unaware of anything that just occurred. As I leave, they ask if I received any troubling readings. They are afraid something is happening to their world. Barter oxygen, barter nanite. Offer 15 nanites. Sure. Okay. Anyways, this is what it wants us to go to. And we can get a new slot. I'm going to go ahead and unlock this one. Usually it costs, but you can buy technology from this merchant right here. You can also sell. We're going to sell this one. But we can get all kinds of different modules, like movement modules, thermal protection, underwater protection, all kinds of stuff. And then you can even buy stuff from the gun guy right here. You can also increase your multi-tool slots. Add slots for free with a multi-tool expansion slot. Add slots for free with an expansion slot. Oh, you need... Okay, I see. It's an item. Alright, so we got this thing now. Unknown planet. Unknown grave on planet. It wants us to use the portal, so let's use the portal. We can go to those things later on. I don't know what an unknown grave is. Awesome. Teleporting. Psychedelic right here. This has been fun so far. I like this game. I really do. It's just there's so much stuff to see. There's a lot of stuff, that's for sure. And not all of it has anything to do with the story. So you'll probably see stuff that, you know, you'll probably see stuff that has nothing to do with the story of the game. The story is pretty small, I believe. But we need 2 more underwater, by the way. Let's see if we can go get it real quick. God, staying underwater is annoying. There's one. Abyssal horror. We want to watch out for that. We can see what this crystal sulfide thing is. Oh, it's one of these things. I remember this. That thing's gonna explode. Well, it's not really gonna explode, but... What is that? It looks like my space helmet. Oh, it's a crab! Wearing a space helmet as a shell. That's the best thing I've ever seen. So these things right here are nothing. Not what I thought they were. Submerged relic. I thought these were clams. By the way, we need to go up for oxygen. I don't see any other creatures. Alright. Let's go back underwater. There it is. Hadal core. Yeah, I don't see any other creatures, so we might just... We're probably just getting unlucky. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm so glad you can use the jetpack underwater. Well, that was cool. Oh. Oh, there's a cave right here.
Technology recharge.
4 things to scan.
Units received.
Oh, this is cool. This is freaking cool. Let's get out of here, though. Alright, well, that was cool. I don't know what this Hadal core is that I found. Oh, it's worth a lot of money. That's cool. Let's go ahead. Oh, we're not near our starship. Okay. Let's get back near our base. Alright, let's put all this stuff on the starship. I'll keep that on me. What's this? Oh, this is the Hadal core. What is this? Oh god, that's worth a lot. Okay, we got a ship visiting. Alright, let's go visit our base computer. Archives terminated. Select new task. Decoding 161616. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place among the stars. Okay. 30 minutes to get there. Well, you know what we're doing. We're gonna go this way. As you can see, by the way, if you look at the time on this thing, it's gonna take a minute to get there. If you do this, it's gonna take less. You can just do this. Large ship proximity. I don't know what that means. There's a large ship apparently around me. Alright. Oh, it's one of these things. Okay. Ooh, wait. I won't turn down this. You never know what it could be. Okay. This is cool. Get a sector, a new one. Alright, and then we'll open these. I'm all for some rusted metal. There we go, some nanites and some more geknip. Let's go into here real quick. By the way, these usually have berry technology by it. Not all the time. There it is, right there. There is one. Alright, so we definitely want to grab this. That will help us get more blueprints. I'm not gonna search the plants. It just gives you carbon. No point in doing that. It doesn't seem like there's anything in here, and then we'll go for this thing. Take the goop. I can't wait to get storage. Oh, a photon cannon module. Starship photon cannon. Do I have the Starship photon cannon? I do. So we can go ahead and install this. You can put them next to each other and they glow. I don't exactly know what that does, but we did it, so. Alright. Milestone. For what? Walking? Yeah. Alright, let's click on this. Long ago, it seems an automated distress call went unanswered. If I could track the encryption pattern, I could potentially extract the coordinates. 12624 120. 720? I've answered that one before, so I know that one. And I'm amazed I remembered it. It's been so long since I last played. Now, our missions here. We'll always have a checkpoint here, or a thing here to tell us where this is. We're going to go after whatever the hell we just unlocked, because I'm pretty sure sometimes these can be new ships. I'm not 100% certain. It's been a while, so I could be wrong. But we'll find out. New ships are great, especially if it's a good ship. But if it's a ship you don't want, you can sell it and make a ton of freaking money off of it. So that's pretty far away. Let's go into space. That's good enough. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, I can see it's far away. It's really far away. There it goes. I'm locked in on it. Hopefully this is something cool. I hope it is. Hope it's nothing I need a weapon for, because I don't have... Well, you can hurt things with your laser beam, your mining beam or whatever, but not all the time. It is a new ship! Oh my god. Before we do that, though, I saw a language stone over here. Oh, there it is. There's two more over there. I'm gonna get them. The Gek word for two. Does it ever tell you what words got replaced? Like the language and then... Oh, I deleted it again. Poor thing stood no chance. Cool, that one's probably for learning words. Interrupted me. Alright, we got a new ship. Hell yeah. So, the ship you get into, I believe, is the ship that becomes the one you're currently using. So, yeah. Be careful with that, because these ships are broke. I'll take all this stuff. Alright, let's click on this. I clamber into the cargo ship and find its black box. As soon as I touch it, a holographic image of a panicked reptilian trader appears. Perhaps it's a message for the superior, perhaps a loved one. It's impossible to tell, as the playback is hauntingly silent. In its final moments, the trader seems to point at some freshly installed ship tech before dropping to its knees in despair. You can get some tech or search for cargo. Let's go ahead and get tech. And now we can make the teleport receiver. That's cool. So let's see what kind of ship this is. It is a C-rank ship. If we compare it, our ship is pretty much... I like our ship a lot more, but this one's worth a lot. So, we can claim this ship. Let's go ahead and claim it at least. And if we get into it, it's all damaged, right? Alright. Let's get back into it. So, we can go ahead and store technology. And take that with us for our ship. You can repair these, move technology. You can repair. You can't do anything else with that. You can't dismantle those. You can only dismantle ones that don't go in here. But you need materials to repair the ship and stuff to get your slots back. We're going to leave the ship here, because we can resummon the ship at any time by pressing X on the keyboard, summon vehicle, and select other ship. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll meet you guys back at home. Or not back at home. Back at the thing we're supposed to be at. Alright, here we are. I went ahead and skipped the other thing because it's just going to tell us to come here anyways. So... Log damage. Partial recordings available. The signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. I pull the blueprint from the computer, but the hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Alright, so that's pretty easy to make, but there's something we should do here first, by the way. If you see these cargo pod things right here, you want to grab them. These are part of the freighter thing right here. There's like 5 or 6 of them, I believe, maybe less. I'm not sure. It's been a while. But, yeah. Let's go ahead and try to get them. Now, there's some usually in this area. These cargo doors. When you open these, you will get irradiated. These things right here. You will receive some radiation damage. But you want to open them. While I'm over here, let's go and break that. Oh, weapon depleted, huh? Okay.
Technology recharge.
Alright. There we go. Got some more nanites. Not getting the greatest things. I mean, nanites are great, but they're not. I'd rather have some other stuff. It is random on what you get. Warp cell is good. Warp cell is what you need to go to different systems. Alright, there's another cargo drop over here. We can see if there's any more around here. Transmission tower. Okay, I don't really care too much about that. There is one more over there. There's one down there. And that seems to be it. The only other one is right over this way. Seems to be in between here. Underneath this. That was weird. Let's go ahead and open this. What do we get? We didn't get silicate. Okay, more nanites. Alright, we got one more cargo drop to grab. It'd be right over there. Oh no, we got two. Alright, let's go grab these cargo pods and then we'll be done here. You don't have to grab these if you really don't want to, but you have a chance of getting, like it showed, some star drop fuel, which you're going to want, because that stuff is a pain in the butt to make. Unless they changed it, but I'm pretty sure it's still a pain in the butt to make. Okay, what did I get? More nanites? Yep. Wow, I got very unlucky in this one. That's crazy. That sucks. Steel reinforced. All right. Wow, I got just nanites from this place, but except one thing. That kind of sucks. Alright, let's install the hyperdrive. It's going to need some microprocessors, which you have to purchase. Which this will give us an easy way to make this will give us an excuse to go sell our ship. Alright. Ouch. Yeah, your ship has health. If you didn't see that at the top right, just appear, or top left, not right. I know my directions. Alright, let's go home, and I'll meet you guys at the space station. By the way, this is pretty much all I know about the game. Other than that, I don't really know much. I never warped. I never did the warp stuff, so I'm kind of nervous about it. Oh, I need my ship here. Is that too far away? It should be fine. I think as long as it's in the base, it should be fine, right? We'll see. Anyways, let's do this. We don't have to do this, but we might as well. Let's unlock some new stuff. We got 0. No, the ship's not here anymore. I just got far enough. That's lame. Alright. Well, summon vehicle. And then let's go to summon vehicle. Summon other vehicle. Starship damage. Okay, so I think I have to exit out of the game and come back in. Give me a sec. You get in your ship and leave, and it'll save your game. So go to options, quit mode select, and then bam. And then you just wait for it to load, which it's loaded a lot faster than it used to. This game used to take forever to even load you in one world, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so now let's go to summon vehicle, select other ship, and then because it's nowhere in the world anymore, it's now here. And this is now our main ship.
Shield down.
And now we go into the portal. And then we go here. You teleport. Oh, lag. Oh my god. I can't move. There we go. You go here to this thing. You begin the salvage. And you can either extract customization module or you can scrap it. And there you go. And now you get a bunch of these material things that you go to this thing right here to sell. As you'll see in a minute. So these are the ones you can sell. I don't know what else these are used for except for selling. So that's what you made right there. That's everything I got. And then here's my ship stuff. I want to sell the crystal sulfide. I want to sell the core. And that's all I really need to sell. Salvage data sells for quite a bit. So you can always get that and get money on different planets. But now we have a ton of money. And if you didn't know, other people will park their ship here. And you can buy it off them if you go up to them. So if we go up to this person, unless they're about to leave. Nope, okay. Earned a bunch of money, nice. You can offer to trade. you can check on the ship or recruit them, I guess. This is a B-class ship. It comes with the pulse engine. It comes with the slot. Nice. It comes with the hyperdrive, which will save us some time. But look at the price. And I will not trade this ship in, by the way. This is I'm pretty sure you can't get this ship ever again. At least I'm pretty sure, not 100%. But you can also just easily find ships if you don't want to waste money buying them. This is a C-class ship, and it's more expensive than the other one is. Holy crap! But yeah, you can do that if you really want to. I don't really care to do that, so. One thing I will take a look at in a moment. Let's go ahead and buy the microprocessors real quick. I think you need 5. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna buy 2 of these because I know you need those for something later. Now let's go up here. We can buy another technology. Oh no, I wanted to click on the one thing. No, no, no. I don't want to talk to you. No, I'm trying to click on this thing. Oh, you can't. Okay, well, never mind. Let's look at what... Ooh, that looks so cool. That's a C-class one, but it does way more damage than mine. It doesn't have a terrain manipulator. So what you can do is we can go ahead and go to the multi-tool. You can go to store technology, and you can put it in your suit. And the rest of this, it doesn't really matter. We're going to get this weapon. It might not be the best one. It's only C rank, but, you know, it looks cool. I can buy it for a little bit extra and not get rid of the one I have. Let's just buy it. I don't want to trade in. I want to keep my original. So here is the multi-tool. I don't remember how to switch multi-tools. I think it's with the X button. But, what is this? Oh, okay. And then chromatic metal. Okay. I'll put that right there. We got some more stuff, didn't we? Yeah. This gives you shield strength. This is from the other ship, so. We got the bolt caster with that. There we go. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we need chromatic metal. Now, we can easily go get our own chromatic metal at our base. Or we can see if they're selling any. They are not selling any chromatic metal. Got it. Oh, while we're here. Upgrade modules. Do you have the, do you have the advanced mining laser thing? No, you do not. Well, that sucks. This is not the advanced mining laser thing, by the way. There are more stuff you can buy. There's this right here. I think this is for mech, and this is for starship, and then this is for the exocraft, which we don't have. So, okay, it's fine. We'll check a different store eventually. Let's go back home. That doesn't sound nice. I bet that's I think that's the water near us. That sounds kind of horrible. Can't move for a couple seconds. There we go. Alright, now that is our spaceship now. It's telling me to buy the microprocessors. We already put them in here. So I don't know why it's telling me to do it again. I'm not buying 5 more. And then let's go ahead and do copper. We need 30 total. I'm not going to turn it all into it because I don't know if you'll ever need regular copper for anything else. Alright. Oh, you need 125. Oh. Every 2 copper you get 1. We're not going to have enough. That's not good. And I don't think I have any other... Alright. Well, while we're out and about, we might as well turn all this into ferrite dust. So, we're going to have to go find some more copper. You just check these things and you'll find it. There's one over there. Alright, I'll be right back. So, I have some chromatic metal being made. Now, I'm curious on something. If I put this right here. Hell yeah. You guys ready to try something stupid? Where'd it go? It should be down here. There it is. I love how that hurt. I might regret my actions. It's not working. Well, oh no. Don't go too high. Your character can't hit water that great. Alright, we'll wait until morning. Alright, let's go ahead and try this. And there we go. Now we can hyperdrive. And, we don't have any fuel. I'm pretty sure it's going to give me a tutorial on how to get fuel. Craft warp fuel. Find the antimatter recipe. Return to the ship. Oh, okay. Auto diagnostics report. Hyperdrive successfully installed. Hyperdrive fuel status empty. My hyperdrive is complete. Perhaps I really will find answers out there amidst the stars. But without warp cells, I'll be going nowhere. I need to find a source of antimatter. Press the C. Alright, it wants us to take off. Scanner attuned to antimatter. That building's not it. Planetary scan from orbit. Hold on, what is this? I don't care about that. Oh, that's bullcrap. All right, whatever. Okay. Is it on the same planet I'm on? Oh, we'll find out. I think it is, yeah. No, it's not. It's on this planet where everything else is. This is oh, it's on the moon. Barren moon. Let's go for the grave first. Alright, we haven't been on a different place yet. We've been on to the first starting area and the Paradise planet, so we haven't experienced anything else. I have no idea what this is, by the way. I've never seen this before. Land? Land? Oh, it's a desert, that's for sure. What the hell is this? Scan the creatures. Seeks company, constantly moving, and aggressive. Ooh. If you don't know what aggressive, what happens when you get to aggressive stuff, I'll show you in a minute. All right, let's click on this. I asked questions that no one had asked. It was simple. The Sentinels. Where are the do they come from? They made it my life's work to find left logs, records across the worlds. The fallen traveler's grave is marked by a glyph, an epitaph of some ancient technology. I obtained the glyph, and with it the ability to travel to unknown worlds. I leave the fallen traveler in peace. Alright, so I'll show you what aggressive means. Cold-blooded. I think those mean they'll attack you. No? Okay, cold-blooded still means they won't attack you. Got it. Huh. That's weird. Alright, well, we're discovering all kinds of stuff. I'm surprised. Usually that means they're trying to attack you, or at least I thought they would. Interesting. Huh. Well, alright, I guess I won't shoot them. Alright, I'll meet you guys at the other marker. The game's being weird. It's saying planetary pulse engine unavailable. Planetary. It would not let me do it right there. What the hell? Oh man, that was annoying me. I was like, what the hell? I can't do anything. Oh god, that was stupid. Alright, well, whatever. It's all dealt with. Alright, well, I had a weird experience, by the way. When I went to lift off the planet for... Hey, it's green here? Interesting. When I went to lift off the planet, it's doing it. It's doing something weird. I think my game's glitching. Alright, I'm gonna go to this thing real quick. And I'm gonna save my game and reload because something is up. Wow, we were going good for a pretty good while before something crazy happened. That is so weird. Alright, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end the episode here. Next time we'll hopefully have everything fixed. I don't know what the hell that was all about. This should save it, by the way. You enter and exit your vehicle. There you go. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye.